Oh boy, we're live. Boy, I better get Brian on here quick because we were actually live. Let's try this again. I don't know if you guys can hear the music. Test.
Yeah, that's better.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I do have some information. I am live streaming on YouTube right now.
Ooh.
Yes. So the next step is to get you involved to somehow. I don't even know if they can hear you or not because I don't know where my mic is on the stupid computer. So I've got you pretty loud. So hopefully they can hear you.
I'm sure we can figure something else out.
Yeah. Well, we'll try it tonight and see what happens. I don't even know how to change mic volume on the computer. Well, hey, welcome to episode number 7. Number 6. Number 7. Number 7. Number 7. Well, number 6 was actually the nutrition podcast. I said it was episode 5, but because we put the supplementation lecture in there, or lecture podcast, it was kind of a lecture.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's all good. Rowan did a lot of good talking during that one. So anyway, so welcome home from work.
Yes, another fun day of work.
Yeah, what'd you end up doing today?
I had been training on a different position, kind of between the warehouse and our quality assurance guys.
Okay.
So when we have beer that's bad for some reason, the container's bad, or the box is messed up, or the beer, there's something wrong with it, we kind of block it and set it aside, and then this position's kind of someone that moves everything around where it needs to go and does the accounting and does the, all that fun shit.
So you don't get to drink at all?
No.
What's the fun in that?
Well, not much.
No?
No.
I would assume drinking.
But it keeps me off the forklift and is a little more mentally engaging, so it's not bad.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, it's great that you're training for a new job. I'm doing the same, as you know.
Yeah, you're training are you just doing the bathroom cleaning now, or what were you doing?
I went from engine washer to toilet washer.
Wow, moving up in the world.
Yes, I am.
You can sleep inside and everything.
Yes, I do. In fact, my bed will be calling me, I'm sure, here in a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, hey, wanted to talk tonight about fitness trends and fitness fads, and talk a little bit about what's going on in the world. I was looking some stuff up, Brian, before we got on here, because I wanted to have some idea of what we were going to talk about. And did you know that out of the top 10, like 6 to 7 of them are involved in not going to a gym? Out of the most current fitness trends.
That doesn't surprise me at all, actually. I mean, with the pandemic and lockdowns and, gyms can't even be open, it doesn't surprise me that people are looking for different options to keep fit and healthy.
No, not at all. So what I wanted to do is I kind of want to go through pick some of these out and talk a little bit about them because there's a couple common themes that came up. Number one, actually, this is an ACSM did a survey, a worldwide survey. They surveyed.
Talk to me.
I know they didn't talk to me either. Maybe.
Wipe my ass.
maybe it was more. They're afraid of Colorado.
Most people are afraid of Colorado. Just to boost on that, I think we got 4 inches of snow today, and it's literally below freezing right now.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Of course, I should talk. We had a 3-alarm fire yesterday. It was 90 degrees out, and then we had a 2-alarmer today, and it was, yeah, it's getting warm.
Jesus.
So people from Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, Japan, India, Italy, Russia, Singapore, Spain, Taiwan, Taiwan, the UK, and the US. And there was 40% of the people interviewed had more than 10 years of experience in the industry. 20% was more than
anyone in Africa.
Nobody in Africa.
Huh.
Demographics included 59% females, and 20% of the people they surveyed had 20 years of experience.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's quite a, and these are in the fitness industry, by the way. And it talked about there's a whole article that ACSM put out about this survey that they did, and they have a definition of a trend and a fad. So let me go over those real quick so that we have some definitions to work with as we're going through the podcast. So
Sure.
a trend is a general development or change in a situation or in the way that people are behaving, according to the dictionary of cambridge.org/US. And a fad is a fashion that is taken up with great enthusiasm for a brief period.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, so that's kind of something to think about as we're talking about these things like the shake weight and the ab rocker and
the fucking shake weight.
Yeah, you remember the shake weight?
Oh God, yeah. I swear to God, that thing was just a troll on the fitness industry.
Oh man, was it ever? Yeah, it was the greatest thing ever, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah. So hey, Brian, do you know where microphones are? Yeah, they did. They definitely did sell a lot of them. So, hey, do you know where microphones are on the Macs? I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm still trying to mess.
I don't know where shit is on a Mac. I'm lucky if I can find the keyboard on those damn things.
Yeah, I found it. Hey, perfect. Okay, now I know where it is. It's on the left-hand side, and there's two little holes, and I think I'm talking into them right now. Yes, I am. People are gonna think we're really messed up after listening to this. Well, of course they are.
I can't hear anything anymore. I go straight to something
bad. But you can still hear me.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Well, that's because I'm something bad.
Well,
at least according to the FCC.
Yeah, well, check the CambridgeDictionary.com/org.
I'll look it up right now.
A-hole. Not the hole.
Okay, so I got to tell you, so this Men's Fitness put out, or Men's Journal put out the 25 biggest fitness fads of all times, and they consider them fads, but they were kind of trends. But the shake weight came up, 8-minute abs came up, Jane Fonda videos, Thigh Master, Body by Jake.
Aren't you scared someone's going to come up with 6-minute abs to push you out of business?
Well, heck yeah.
No, 7.
Body by Jake. Do you remember Jake?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Body by Jake is on their list.
Tybo's got to be on there.
Tybo is number 2 on there.
Yeah.
And the Bowflex is number 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's again, it says fitness fads, but like the Wii Fit is on there, which I actually think is has gotten people off of their asses when they're playing video games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, these things aren't necessarily bad. They're just perhaps a little short-sighted.
Yeah. Couch to 5K. Cleansing and juicing. Cleansing and juices is on their fad list.
Cleanses, I love cleanses.
Yeah. And again, we'll talk about more of these and kind of get into them. But these are funny, like Sweating to the Oldies with Richard Simmons. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh
man,
that
shit went on for 40 years.
Oh yeah, forever. I mean, he used to wear those those skeleton suits and those muscle suits.
Oh yeah, I think he still does.
Yeah.
Which is rough because he's like 112.
Yes, he is. So, they do have pole dancing classes on there, on their list.
I tell you, man, if you want to be really strangely strong in interesting ways, pole dancing will fucking do it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've actually known a couple of gals who did it, and
I'm sure you have.
that was in my younger years, all right. But yeah, so anyway, they enjoyed it because it was fun, and like we talked about before, making fitness fun is definitely one of the things to consider. So anyway, so those are just some of the fads that came up. The trends, the top 25 trends. Let me pull this up here. I can't read it because it's so small, so I got to zoom in. Um, let's see. So one of the biggest things that came up, and I want to talk about this one kind of in a little bit more detail, was the number one trend. It was ranked number one according to the ACSM worldwide. Was wearable technology.
Yeah.
So and I laugh because I'm wearing an Apple Watch right now, and I really pay attention to my. You know me, I'm a numbers guy. I always have been.
Oh,
And
sure.
so
Well, I think that's what draws a lot of people to it. Is it's exceptionally quantifiable.
very much so, but the accuracy of the wearable technology I have to question.
True.
So
and, I mean, it's going to get a lot better, I'm sure, but it's yeah. There, again, like anything we talk about, there's a lot of variability there. So whether that thing's truly accurate, I wouldn't, I wouldn't bet on it being perfectly exactly what's going on. Plus or minus for anybody.
Yeah, and I mean, I average somewhere between 900 and 1,300 calories of activity a day, which is probably pretty close to true, especially since I'm training and I'm working and I'm moving and doing all this stuff. So it's probably somewhere in there, and there is a plus or minus in there. The technology has definitely gotten better since.
Polar chest straps, the
heart monitors.
I can't think right now. Yeah, heart monitors.
Yeah.
That was a hard one.
Yeah, the heart monitors.
Syllables.
Yeah, it's supercalifragilistic. I can't even say it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of late.
So anyway, back in the day, the polar heart rate monitor was the big thing when I was doing personal training, and we were trying to get people to get within their quote unquote target heart rate zone. Which is actually one of those things that we will probably discuss a whole podcast over heart rate training and all that good stuff. But yeah. But wearable technology definitely. I think you've got things out there like you've got the Garmin GPS watch, you've got the Apple Watch, you've got the Fitbits, and they all have technology in there that it has an accelerometer in it. And what it does is it measures the movement of the actual watch itself, which is how it does it. I don't know the technology behind it at all. I'm not that smart.
Well, a lot of it's getting a lot more advanced. I know, and I'm not sure the Android side of the devices have done this or not. But I know the new, or at least the newer Apple Watches, they will give you an EKG reading also.
Yes, yeah, I have an Apple Watch 6 and have it set up if I have an irregular heartbeat, which only happens when I go home and see my wife.
Strangely, they're coming out with studies saying if you have an irregular heartbeat, you're probably actually pretty healthy.
Oh, really?
Because your heart, I mean, if it's not just going haywire.
Yeah.
I've seen some studies and things saying if your heart rate is kind of up and down fairly regularly, it's probably because it's even more responsive to your actual situation than someone who's just straight across the board, 63 beats a minute or whatever.
Yeah, that makes sense. I know that my heart rate goes up and down all the time.
Yeah.
and as it should.
Well, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
There's some feedback loops there.
Yes, there are. So the wearable technology, I think it's a good trend. I think it does help people to at least recognize that they need activity, and that they if I actually, with the Apple Watch, I had to turn off the stand reminder, because every hour it tells you, hey, get up and stand, or get up and move, or it says time to stand or something like that.
Right.
So I had to get rid of that because I stand enough as it is. So
yeah, and you may have 4 hours when you're down, and then you go absolutely ballistic, and it's like, yeah, shut up, watch. I want to sit down a minute.
For sure. So yeah, so I think that's a definitely a trend that we're seeing more and more people doing, and I think it does help. I think even when people are utilizing their own equipment at home, it kind of gives them an idea of kind of like we talked about last time with calories in versus calories out. It just kind of gives you an idea of, hey, are you burning some calories throughout the day? And I think that's what people need to think about when they're using wearable technology.
Sure,
Is
sure.
it's not necessarily 100% accurate, but at least it gives you an idea if you've been extremely active or if you've been sitting on your ass all day.
Oh yeah. Well, one of the ones of those that I really like, I haven't tried on myself. Christina had one for a little while. Is the Whoop strap.
I haven't even heard of it.
Okay, you want to look this one up. Actually, it tracks a whole hell of a lot of things, and one of the better things that
Bye.
of course.
Bye.
Breathing problem position 17598 Olive Cross of Recreation 4708 Olive. Engine 12, go ahead. I'm attempting to contact that person at the residence, but for the responsible, he did speak with someone there who said it was safe. Engine 1 responding for breathing problems, 49598 Olive Cross of Recreation 4708 Olive Apartment 8 Adam. There are comments in the card.